Right, we're just seeing if we are live. Yes, we are. Excellent. Excellent. Let me mute. Excellent. That's better. I'll mute my computer. And it's hi Sylvia. Lovely to see you. Hi Renee. Right. Oh. Right. Hopefully we are good to go. Hopefully. Right. Let's get cracking. Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right, so I did warn you we were going to do Christmas in July. Look, I've got my little Ponset here, and my little lights and my little baubles. I don't know how long they'll last on here. Once the cats see them. But they are quiet at the moment. So I'll just quickly show you what we're going to be doing, and I've just got a few things I want to show you, and then we'll get cracking. So, oh, thanks Renee. And of course, yeah, it's got to have a kitty on. It's got to have a kitty on. Right, okie dokie. So this week we're going to be thinking of packaging, and basically I've used a 110 gram bar of chocolate, and we are using Celebrate with tags. Now this is not just a Christmas stamp set. You have got your Christmassy bits in, your Merry Christmas, Be Jolly, but you've also got Happy Birthday. To and from you can make tags. This is what it was originally with, because it's the second. It was in the, I think it was in the Christmas catalogue last year. But you can also say Made with Love. You've got Love Arts. You've got a balloon. It's great, absolutely great for a beginner, really, when we look at it. So this is what we're going to be using. Just pop that to one side. I will show you this little box. Okay, so we untie it at this side, and then we open it up, and there's our bar of chocolate. So it's just a nice bit of packaging that goes over, and then you can tie that back up. This was a last minute thought last night, so tonight we're going to do it a little bit further down. So this is what we're going to be making. So before I start, I just want to show you a few handmade cards and little prezzies that I've had for my birthday. So if you just bear with me. So that's what we're going to be making. I'll pop that to one side. So some of you might be aware, if you are a demonstrator, Stampin' Up demonstrator, we had oh, the cat's come now, wrecking the joint. We had what we call Creativity Now, and a group of us got together at Izzy's, and we crafted together. It was lovely. We saw some of the little demos of up and coming products that are going to be released on the 6th of July, which is online exclusives, which is fabulous. So I'm excited and looking forward to that. But I just wanted to show you, Izzy had made some beautiful frames, and it's a glass frame and it's got pressed flowers. It's absolutely beautiful, and it says, when being together is more important than what you do, you're with a friend. So that's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I really like that. So that was the first thing. The second thing was for a birthday present, I was treated to a fused glass workshop. Now, never done anything like this before, and I just wanted to show you how beautiful. I mean, I say I'm totally novice at this, and we made a piece. Oh, sorry, Till. I'm just going to try. Let me see if I can. I'm going to have to move my display. Mind, Till. This was my fused glass piece. What an amazing afternoon we had. There was 5 of us. Absolutely amazing. And there were some beautiful things made that afternoon. But this one was mine. And I have it on the mantelpiece. And have it with a candle behind. And it looks so beautiful. I'm so tickled and so proud of it. But yeah, absolutely stunning. So that was my glass piece. So I had to show you that bit. And then I'm just going to quickly whiz through some of these. You'll have to excuse the cat. So I've had some beautiful cards. This is a pop-up box card with the pansies. How beautiful. That's from Ginny. We've got, whoops. Oh, I'm dropping it. You might not be able to see this. Till, shift out the way, please. So this is a kitty bookmark. This was made by Beth. Anybody think I like cats? Just looks like Tilly. And this is a beautiful card with the little gnomes. They're gorgeous little gnomes. That was from Beth. I then got this bridge card, this beautiful card, and this was from Chris. Like that, beautiful. It's so special because you don't send yourself a handmade card. This is from Donna, and this is like the one I made, the box one, 3D, the one I made a few weeks ago. That's beautiful. I've got this one from Helen, very pretty, very subtle pinks and blues on there. I've got this one from Sheena, and this is we've used these before, the meadow dies, and then I think this is the designer series paper that was from Celebration, the dainty, I can't remember, Dainty Flowers or Dainty something. That one's from Sheena. This is one really bright and cheerful from Emma. Gorgeous colours. Now, I know these aren't handmade, but I just had to show you. Look at those little kittens. This reminds me of my 4 when they were babies. And this one, look. Oh, that's like me. Whoops, what have I done today? And oops. And I have this one. This is a pennant that you can hang up. And this was from Izzy. This was Izzy's birthday card. And she's just written on the back. She's used the standalone die set. That's the floral one. I'll be showing you it later anyway. But yeah, so that's a nice pennant that will get hung up. Just pop them to one side so the cats don't get them. That's those. And then I had Happy Mail today. And look, I got this beautiful kitty card. I say you didn't think I'd like cats, would you, really? That's absolutely gorgeous. And that was from Rennie. Rennie's watching. Thank you very much, Rennie. With some amazing kitty stickers. They're gorgeous. I was trying to work out which cat was which earlier on. Beautiful, thank you. And I just thought how lovely that envelope was. I think that cat is gorgeous. And then, oh, sorry, Till. Last but not least is this beautiful frame from Linda with the kitties on again. How beautiful. I'm so lucky. Very lucky to have crafty friends. Right, I'll pop that out of the way so the cats don't get that as well. I've got to be very careful when you've got cats crafting with you. I think that's everything to show you, and we'll get started. Right, you're going to have to move, Tilly. Tilly, Tilly, Tilly. Right. Can I just move your chick, please? Thank you. Good girl. She's wrecking my desk, but hey, never mind. Right, so you can still just see that in the corner. Just. There we go. Right, so I've got all the measurements, and we're making it in the same colours. So we've got Night of Navy for the bottom, and we've got Balmy Blue for the top, as well as Basic White. And the colours I've used are Night of Navy, Blueberry Bushel, Boho Blue, Azure Afternoon, Tahitian Tide. And I've used Balmy Blue to stamp the background with little love hearts, and I've used the craft ink, the Whisper White craft ink, to stamp the love hearts on the bottom, just so it gives it a contrast. Okay, I have actually, I did heat emboss this, but I think I'm going to do it with Night of Navy or Blueberry Bushel, because I think it might stand out a little bit better. So that is what we're going to be doing. So let's get cracking. Just get my measurements. Right, so we'll go with the lid first. We'll get the measurements for the lid, and we'll use Balmy Blue. I'm going to have to move that out of the way. Sorry, guys. I ain't got enough room to have that as well. Right, kitty glitter everywhere. So the lid, we're looking at 17 centimetres by 13.5 centimetres. So we're going to go this way, and we're going to go 13.5. 13.5. On there, and 17 centimetres. Right, okay. So we're now going to, just bear with me. I didn't write that bit down, but I do have what I prepared earlier. My template. So this is my template. So we've done 17 centimetres by 13.5. We now need to turn it portrait, and we're going to score at 6 centimetres and 7.5 centimetres. So 6 centimetres. Better pull me cutting blade away, because you know what I do. Do silly things and cut it when I should be scoring. And 7.5. So this, I don't know if you can, I can't see. Yeah, you can just. So that's my score lines. That is for the top. So for the base, Tilly, please can I have? Oh, she's sat on that bit. Let me get another bit. She's sat on it over there and she's only going to grumble. I don't want to upset her. So the base needs to be 20 centimetres by 17.5. So we're going 17.5 this way. Move that out of the way. And then with 20 that way. Okay. So this piece, this one's spinning round once. And we need to score this at 8 centimetres. Cutting blade away. And 9.5 centimetres. Okay, then we're going to spin it, sort of landscape, and we're going to score at 1.5 centimetres either end. Oh, I can do it that way. 1.5. So that's all the scoring. I then need to cut 2 pieces of basic white. So these are for the background. And they need to be, I'll just double check for my measurements. It's 16.5 centimetres by 5.5 centimetres. And I do somewhere, have some white somewhere. I do this every time. I did have a piece. Here we go. So we need 5.5. I'm just gonna I'll do it that way. 5.5 and 5.5. Okay. And then 16.5. And 16.5. Okay. That is that. I can put my scoring tool away and I'm going to sit down. Oh. Right. So I'll get my bone. Ooh, wrecking the joint. I'll get my bone folder and we'll do some burnishing. Okay. Kitty glitter. I'm going to need to sort my... I've been meaning to do this for months and never had a chance. I must do it because it's now ripped. Okay, so we've just scored that, and this is what we've got. Okay, so I can pop that to one side, and I'm just going to score. I'm just going to burnish. Sorry, all our score lines on the Night of Navy piece. Right, so before we put the box together, what I want to do, is I want to stamp the love hearts in the craft white ink. Don't know what I've done with the love hearts. Have I put them away? No, love hearts are out somewhere. Oh, I'm lethal. I've got that much stuff on the desk. Well, what have I done with that? Can't be far away. Can't be far away, where are you? Well, I don't know what I've done with it. I tell you, I don't know where that's gone. Got to be here somewhere. Oh dear. Haha, I've got it. It's snuck away. Oh, thanks, Renee. Yes, I do. Oh, no worries, Izzy, don't worry. Right, so I'm going to do some stamping. I'm just going to get a scrap. Piece. Just to go underneath. And what we've done is we're going to fold it as if that's the bottom of the box. Okay. And we're going to stamp love hearts. Well, I've stamped a bit too much, but I'm not really bothered. Stamped a bit too hard. That's better. Just so it gives it something of interest at the bottom. Okay. We'll do the back as well. Oh, we might actually call this the front. Let's see how I stamp it. If I stamp it better, this is going to be the front. Oh, I'm not stamped that very good. So I'm just popping it on. And there we go. Hello, Tilly. We can do without you, love. I'm sorry. No, you can't sit there. Come on. Yes. You sit on the navy, Knight of Navy, please. Right. So this is what we've got. So we've got the bottom of the box at both sides. Okay. So let's pop this together. So you can either do it with glue or you can either do it with tear and tape. And I did it with tear and tape, and do you know what? I'm going to have to get another one out because I don't know what I've done with it. Oh dear. Could tell I'm organised, not. Right. Come on, out you come. So, we're just going to cut with my scissors. So, the score lines at each end, the narrow sides at each end, we're just going to cut the middle up to that score line. Whoops. So on those middle score lines and I'm just going to wedge each side. There we go. So that's what we've got. Okay, do the same at this side. So I'm just gonna, should have used a different colour because navy is quite difficult to see, but hey ho. There we are. Okay, right, let's move those to the side. So, tear and tape. There we go. So, I'm just going to push them, just going to move up a little bit. So, just on one of the tabs, we're going to put 2 rows. Just have a look. Like so. And the same on the other side. So this just makes the bottom of the gift box. And I'll show you after I've finished making this. I've done a couple of, there's a couple of different sizes I've done. So one is for just a small bar. I used a dairy milk, small bar of dairy milk, and the other one was for a Caramac bar. So, but when I came to do this, I could not find any Caramacs. I don't know if you have Caramac in the States, Renee. Oh, happy July the 4th, anyway. Yes, I forgot about that. I just remembered. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just fold those 2 in, and we're going to bring this piece round. This is going over the top, so I'm just making sure I get this level. This is going over the top. Like so. Same with this one. That is over the top. Just make sure. There we go. Right. Just going to put a tiny little bit of glue just on that little box bit that hasn't now got any glue. And then we're going to bring this piece up and we're going to fold it over. Hoping I've got it square. Not quite, but it will be fine. We can make some adjustments. I'm just going to cut. It's always the same when you're crafting live. Just messed up that bit. It's fine. Okay, so 1 box. So if I take out 1 bar of dairy milk, made to measure. So what I'm going to do is just cut a couple of indents so you can actually pull it out better. So I'm just going to mark half. If I just mark I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can see that. Just going to spin that over and do the same, just so I know where I'm centering my punch. Now I know Stampin' Up! Don't have any little circle punches, but they have dies. But this is really a staple in crafting. So this is a 1-inch circle punch, and all I'm going to do is line in, I haven't done it in the middle very well, but is lining that mark up in the middle. Right, so see I've marked my punch, so I know what's halfway down and halfway across. So that's what we've used. So that is the base. So that's the first step. Right, the second step, we'll go to the lid. We need our 2 pieces of basic white. We need Balmy Blue ink. I had it somewhere. Just clean my hearts off, because we're now going to stamp them in Balmy Blue, and we're just it's just randomly across the page. You can tell I've got cat hair on here, can't you? Oh dear. Just anywhere. We're going to be covering half this up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Bit there. Okay, same with this. Oops. My ink pad could do with re-inking. Yeah, I find it so much easier, Renee, with marking them. All you got to do then is mark halfway, and if your indent or whatever is in the middle, mark halfway and just line your punches up. You can always mark your dies the same if you haven't got punches. So there we go. Just clean off our stamp. Be a good girl. Right. So now we're going to stick these on. I'm just going to use glue this time, whichever your preferred glue is. So you've just got a nice little border around there. That's one. And oops. So it just gives, we're only sort of decorating the front of the of the lid, but it's nice to have just a little bit of decoration on the back instead of it being plain. Okay, here goes for the fun bit. As I say, we have dies as well as punches. I have punches, so I'm going to use punches. You could really even hand draw them and cut them out if you really want. If you don't want to do it like this, you can always use a brad, but this is the way the box opens. Sorry about that, I'm really dry. Okay, I have a 1/2 inch punch as well as a 1 inch punch. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up, this is retired, but this is something that I would never get rid of, and I already have this one. So, using thick white cardstock, we're going to punch 6 1 inch circles. Oops. Now I've made a few, well, 3 or 4 of these, and I find for the mechanism using thick cardstock it's better. Right, I have a template somewhere, so I'll show how I made the template. Just let me punch out another. So for the template, does everybody remember, I don't know if you're still getting polos. This is my polo. A mint with a hole in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to take, we've punched out, sounds like the dogs are about to go out. I've punched an inch circle, and to make the template we are going to punch a half inch circle in the middle. So my tip to you, get a pencil, got to be a cat one, and I'm just going to eyeball the middle. So I'm just going to mark, it's not quite the middle, not far off, so we're just going to mark the middle. Okay, we then go in with our little punch. No, Tilly, I don't want you at the moment, thank you. And looking for the circle, the dot in the middle, we're just going to punch it. Oh, Tilly. And there is our template. Okay, that's how I made my template. Right, I'm just going to have to shoe you. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Right. So your template is easy to put over 2 of your circles we need to do this on. So pop the template down, get your pencil, sorry, and we're just going to mark that centre spot. And it's only on 2 of them. So that's it. Mark the centre spot. There we go. We've got 2 little wheels now. What? 2 little wheels. Right. So now what we're going to do, and I'll do it with a ruler so you can see what the idea is. We're going to make 6 cuts in each. And I'm just right. So if I bring this up, hi Shaz. So that is what I've got. Thank you very much. Oh, so what we're going to do is where I've made these marks, we're going to just cut just inside that little circle. So let's have a go. So just inside, and we do this with 2 of the circles. Okay, I'll just do the other one, and I'll just mark again just quickly. If you've got a mark to go on, it's quite easy. Oops. And it's just like I've done it in thirds. Okay, I'm going to just do exactly the same. Just going to cut. Might not follow my lines because I haven't made as good a job this time. Oops. So there we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do is those little blocks we've cut, we're just going to bend them up. So this is what you've got. Okay. So both of those. We've lifted up. Right. So we're now going to get our 1/2 inch punch again, and on our lid, if I bring this one here, just got that caught. Okay, so this is where the mechanism is under this glove here. So we want it to be able to pivot. Right, so to get it to pivot, we've got to get as near as possible our hole. So back to the template. You might not be able to see on here. So I want it as near sort of into the corner as I can. Okay. So I'm just going to draw around that. So all I've done is pop that right up to the edge of the white either side. So I'll just do the same with this one. So put the polo right to the edge of the white, and we're going to make our circle. So now we're going to line up that circle and punch it out. Don't have to go with a clatter. So line that up, punch it out. So you should be roughly the same distance away. Put those in the bin. Right. Let me move that out of the way. Okay. So these are part of the mechanism. Okay. So what we're going to do with the little tabs that are facing up, we're going to pop that on the inside, and we're going to bring them tabs that are stuck up through, okay, through the hole. So that's what we've got. Same with the other one. Okay, so from underneath, those tabs are going to come through that hole, like so. So that's why you've just got to do it just within that circle. Okay. So our other circles we cut out, we're now going to stick on the tabs, like so, on both of those and on the inside. So we'll concentrate on this one first. Little bit of wet glue. And we're just a dab on each of the tabs and in the centre, and then we're just going to put one of those on top. Okay, just hold that a second just while it, okay, so you can see we have movement, if I can, okay, so we do the same on the back, just on your white tabs, okay, and we're going to stick this one on, like so. Let's just do this one. I'll do the front first because you can actually see where the circle is. Right, it needs to be centred. So you can use a brad just through the card if you wanted to. But I just thought this was really unusual. Okay, then on the inside, just make sure that spins, it does. Okay. So then just a dib dab on the tabs. And there we go. Hopefully you could see that. I just realised I was slightly up. So I'm just going to leave them just a quick dry. But as you can see, I can manoeuvre that round. Same with that one. Okay. Right. I don't know what I haven't done, but hey. I'll do what I did on the other one. What have I done? I've forgotten to put my ribbon on. Never mind. We'll cut a couple of pieces of ribbon. Let's just have a look. How long did we do it? So double that, just roughly. So it is, you want a piece. About 40 centimetres. Want it cutting in half, so I just fold it together. Cut it in half. Right, because I've messed up, because this really should have been glued under that piece at the front, I'm going to do what I did on the other one. You wouldn't know unless you were looking. Just get a scrap of scrap. Where are we? Got some scraps somewhere. Scraps of Balmy Blue. So we're just going to use a strip. I'll just get me the scissors. If you want to cut it in your yeah, your guillotine or whatever you can, but I'm just gonna cut it freehand. So just a couple of squares. If you forget, like I have. We want a little bit of tear and tape. And I say I'm going to do it further down the bottom this time. So roughly the same. You can measure it, but hey, I just eyeball it. So I'm going to take off my tape. And I'm going to stick. I mean, you could leave it like this if you really wanted, but I like to see it covered up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that piece across. So just with some wet glue. I knew I'd forget to do something, but it was a last minute thought on the one I did, so. Oh wow, we've got to do a bit of problem solving, Shaz, definitely. It does look neater on the other side, but you don't really see the inside, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's solved our problem, as you can see. Excellent. Right, let's get the decoration done. So I've stamped 4 of my gloves out already. So I've just got one more to stamp, just to show you how we did it. And this is Azure Afternoon. It's beautiful blue. And we're just going to ink. It's a lovely new ink pad. So we're just stamping. Beautiful. Love it. Love that colour. Got some beautiful blues. You see, you could do this with rainbow coloured gloves. You could do all sorts. So, originally when this was in the catalogue, I have to say I think it was in the Christmas catalogue last year, and they put it in the annual catalogue this year. Originally it came with a die set, but it doesn't have the die set now. That retired, but it's so easy to fussy cut, not difficult at all. So just, when fussy cutting, always move your card, never your scissors. Hello Tilly, we don't want you today, darling. Come on. Yeah, come out the way, please. Come on. Yeah, good girl, I know you're there. She just keeps coming to tell me she's there. She's ready for a cuddle when we've finished. So we have Night of Navy, we have Blueberry Bushel, we have Boho Blue, we have Azure Afternoon, and we have Tahitian Tide. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this side nearest. I'm going to do it flat, like so. Okay, so I'm just going to go randomly across. So some are glued flat and some are on I've done that the wrong way, but hey, never mind. I can put that one like that as well. This one, so I pop the next one up on, where's my dimensionals? Oh, there we go. I'll put it up on dimensionals. So you don't do all of them because there's a trick with this last one. So these first 4 are fairly straightforward. Now I am going to go the same way. It doesn't have to be, you can just play about with it however. Okay, we're going to have that one there. I can space them out a bit. So this middle one is glued on flat. So we can have it, we can have that one more or less straight up. This one is actually on I'm going to glue that flat. I'll put that one on dimensionals, but I think it would work better if it was flat. Right, so this one at this end, if I show you, Tilly, do you mind? You can't get in there. She's trying to get in my Kallax unit. Crazy kitten. Right, so this one at this end is only stuck on this 1-inch circle. Okay, so this, as you can see, is loose because it's got to be able to be free. You see that moves with the bottom box. I'll keep getting that caught. Okay, so we're only sticking this on under here. So easiest thing is pop your glue, no tilt, on your circle. Pop your glove wherever you want it. Hi Till. Yes, we're not finished quite. No, not finished quite, Puss. She goes, yeah, but I'm going to sit here and watch her. Okay, so this is what we've got, and you'll still see this moves like so. Okay, so we've just got the sentiment to put on there, but we'll do that in a second. So what we're going to do now is actually put it all together. So I'm going to, in the bottom, I'm going to put my bar of chocolate, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop wet glue on these two. Sorry, it's a cat being a pain. On these 2 white pieces, the white circles, we're going to pop it on top and be very gentle, and then we're just going to hold it while it sticks. Okay, so let's get that done. till... Sorry, sweetie pie. We can have cuddles in a minute. Yeah, good girl. Right, let's glue it. Don't put too much on so it spills out, because that'll stop your mechanism from working. You just want it on that circle. Right. So we're going to pop that over the top, making sure it goes edge to edge. And we're just going to hold it just for a few seconds, just to make sure that it grabs. So that will stay in place, and the mechanism we've made will make it loose so it opens. Right, so while that's drying, we're gonna do the sentiment. I think I'm going to go on white, and I'm going to go, instead of doing the heat embossing, I think it'll stand out better if we do it in blue, in the Night of Navy. And I'm just gonna, there we go, Merry Christmas. Now, I don't think I have a pinch. No. So, I'm just going to try I don't know if this will work. Stylish Shapes Dies. You all know it's my favourite set. All that. Will it just... Will it? I'm going to give it a go with a little trick, a little tip, should I say, not trick. Instead of fussy cutting it. Oops, can't pick that up. Get my plates. So here we go. Down. So I'm going to put this on with some low tack tape. We're just going to cut that out. Let's pull it. And then, see, that's worked. But we need to just shorten it, and you can shorten it just by feeling where the little dots are. Let's just try, and it just slots in, so you can feel the dots to pop your die in, and then So you've made a shorter sentiment. Got kitty glitter on there, but hey ho. So there we go, you see. We've got a nice Merry Christmas with a dotted edge round, and that's the stylish shapes. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals for here. I'm going to put 4 on, I think. No, I'm going to put 3 on. So here we go. Let's have a look where we're going to pop it. Somewhere like that. Let's tie it up. Not the best at bows, promise you. And just move that out the way. Right. So, well, let's see if the mechanism works. That's the next thing. Okay, there's our bar of chocolate. It's a lovely bit of packaging. You could put some on here. Just let me show you just before I carry on. So here was I resized it. So this is my one that I resized to go with that bar of chocolate. This is the little one for a little bar of chocolate. So I did that. I didn't decorate it. I just made it just to see how to do it. And this was the inspiration. And as I was saying earlier, I was going to talk about these beautiful dies. I haven't got them. I will be getting them. Definitely. So, just pop that up out the way. Just let me show you. Not that one. There we go. So I'm just going to show you. It's this set. It's a standalone. It's called Paper Florist. And you can make some fabulous flowers. And this is just a single flower that's basically been put on the punch just to cover it up. So it's got designer series paper on, punched, and then we've die cut. And actually in this set it has it's not a circle, as you can see. It's not a circle, it's like a cog, and that is what we've made our mechanism with the cog and a smaller die that's in there. And that is what you get. So this fitted a Karamak. Oh, you can see there, look. I used that to go over. So that is for a Karamak bar, that one. Okay. And just while we're there, just to show you again, this is what Izzy made for me, my birthday card. And it just shows you the explosion of colour of the flowers. They're just stunning with the leaves. Absolutely, yes, we know, Tilly. Absolutely stunning. So, this is one, I think this is one that's going to really take off. Because it's absolutely, 3D flowers are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, right, Till, come out the way. Let's check this mechanism. Come on. Good girl. Come on. So that is the Paper Florist standalone dies. So let's try. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed that I haven't put too much glue on. It might take a little. It might be a little bit stiff. Oh no! Look at that. Spot on. Gives the mechanism for our bar of chocolate. And I know where that bar of chocolate's going later. I'll eat it before the boys get it. There we go. So that is this week's Christmas project. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Christmas next week, or I might give you a week off and do another Christmas project in a fortnight. We shall see. We'll see what happens. So that's our box. Oops. Just trying to tidy up with that. And that this was done. Can I do it? Can we get it on there? Yes, we can. And what have we got to put in? As soon as it's Christmas, let's bring our little decoration in. I'll just use one of them. There we go. We've got lights reflecting all over the place. Never mind. But that is the project. All done and dusted. So, if you've got any bars of chocolate that you want to give as a gift, you don't have to have it as Christmas. You can put your flowers on and it'd be birthday. So, there you go. Right. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. If you're watching on Catch Up, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It really does mean a lot. And I shall pop this up on YouTube on Thursday evening. So it'll go on 8 o'clock. So it'll be there ready to watch. Izzy's very, very, very in the Christmas mood, I can tell. We know what she's like. She'll get there. She'll get used to Christmas. She'll love it. She'll love it. Right. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining me, and we'll see you again next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much. Take care and carry on crafting. Bye.